So the chapter begins with a flashback with Yuji and Choso. In it is also Noritoshi. Yuji was asking Choso about the convergence, which is the fundamental technique of blood manipulation. Because Choso was no good at teaching it, Noritoshi had to intervene. Apparently, how it works is firstly, the user needs to feel as if they are being submerged in hot water, basically bathing or, in Yuji's example, pissing themselves. In order to also create those little orbs of blood, Noritoshi suggested to use paper or a sponge to simulate it. We also found out in the flashback that Yuji also had to do the switch thing with Yuta, other than Kosakabe. And then we go back to the present time where the narrator started explaining Sukuna's new binding vows. First, what he did was he only made it where the furnace can only hit multiple targets inside the malevolent shrine. This made it sure that the power is concentrated and will eradicate everything inside his domain. On top of that, he also made sure that only living beings can enter the domain. This is all to further boost the power of Fuga. I'm not sure about what the living beings thing meant. Does it mean that only humans can enter? No weapons, no nothing, or something else? I'm not sure. Also, according to the narrator, this is Sukuna's ultimate attack, which is weird because he also has the World Slash. So maybe this is his version of Hollow Purple, and the World Slash is more like the enhanced version of, I forgot what's that called. As the arrow was fired, Uraume declared their victory, which would remind you of something. Would really remind you of something. It really did. The Fuga really did scorch everything. He even added an explosion component to it, where everything that the fumes touch explodes, increasing the damage even further. Yuji and Choso were caught in it, and Choso sacrificed himself to create a small barrier protecting Yuji, his little brother. As the barrier collapses, Yuji finally called him Big Brother, which is very, very touching. And as he see that everything is scorched, Yuji was shaken after he looked at the area. He looked for everyone else, and everyone else is gone. Good thing is Todo arrived, and apparently Todo tried to transport everybody outside of the domain. He can use Boogie Woogie again through whatever's in those wraps on his arms. He used Mei Mei's crows to be able to do the substitution. They don't want to tell Yuji this plan, and the other one plan, there's one other plan that they don't want to tell him to possibly not leak this information to Sukuna because of their strong connection. Todo just tells Yuji that everyone might be safe, even he is not sure about it. Whatever's in there is not just a hand. And now that the domain is done, it's their best chance to beat Sukuna. And Sukuna, as per usual, is not shaken at all. There's probably one more trick in his bag. One more, I'm saying one more, but I'm not really sure. There's the one weapon we've seen with the lightning. There's also Fuga, and we're not sure if he's gonna pull out something else. But apparently, Fuga is the ultimate technique, so probably not. But he's gonna pull off something next chapter for sure. I don't feel it to be over in the next few chapters. Yeah, good chapter of Jujutsu Kaisen. I would rate this a 7 out of 10.